Welcome everyone to season 7, episode 5 of the Cosmere Reads. Woo!
Woo.
Huzzah.
Hooray. Much rejoicing.
Much rejoicing. What are you drinking on, Alonda?
Rare breed. Walter T. Rare breed. Dollar for dollar, one of the best whiskeys out there. I tell you. I mean, it's criminal how cheap it is.
Okay.
So good. Yeah.
I'm doing a Kentucky Mule. So it's
Kentucky Mule. Good stuff.
Yeah. So some ginger beer, and I hate mixing it, but it's the only whiskey I have right now, so I got some basil. Some basil.
Have you had the dark toast Basil Hayden? Dark toast rye. It's like my only Basil Hayden that I like to go to nowadays.
Oh, I like that. I like the original Basil Hayden. It's
oh yeah,
it's good. Yeah, I like it.
I don't like how expensive. I think we had this conversation before. I don't like how expensive it got when it first came out. It was like really reasonably priced, but then everybody caught on to it. And now it's like crazy expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of whiskeys like that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of whiskeys
with vodka.
Yeah, there's a lot of whiskeys that used to be really easy to find too, and then they got popular, and it's like can't find that stuff anywhere.
And then it doesn't help. In Virginia, we have these puritanical distribution rules and stuff. Makes it almost impossible to get anything. Speaking of which, the Virginia lottery, ABC lottery, opened this time.
Okay.
I went ahead and entered. We'll see if I win this $5,000 bottle of alcohol.
Ooh.
you can get it online.
I don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. But I was like, it's $5,000 for this Millennium Edition Wellers. We'll see.
Okay. You could probably get it. You can pay an upcharge for it and get it shipped to you. That's all different.
Get what shipped to you? Oh, you mean like if I was just to go buy it myself? Yeah.
Yeah, you go buy it online.
I think that we had this conversation at your house a few years ago.
I think we did.
We were talking about, because you told me about Wooden Cork, I think
Wooden Cork,
called.
yeah.
Yeah, and I use sip whiskey, so
it's more expensive to get that way, but
it's a lot expensive because they charge you all the fees because they're using some really interesting ways to get around
ABC
the rules. So they're basically kind of drop shipping it, so they got to pay all their middlemen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fun times. Anyways, happy Easter. Yeah.
Yes, happy zombie Jesus.
Happy
Yay.
Easter. Woo.
Whatever we call it, Resurrection Day.
Resurrection Day for the people that don't like Easter, because Easter is actually was the fertility goddess.
Ostara or I can't remember.
Estros.
For the holidays, Ostara, right?
Ostara. Yeah. Fun times.
Yay. It snowed today. We had huge fluffy snowflakes today.
You had snow.
We had snow. It's like, what the heck? You're supposed to be getting flowers. I just started noticing some of the little yellow buds starting on trees. And then it snowed. Like, what the heck? It was 21 degrees on Friday, Celsius.
It was 21 on Friday. And what is it today?
It was like 5 degrees when it was snowing. So it didn't stick around, but
okay. Yeah, it's definitely not warm enough, really.
I like that. Now we have to eat a breath every week. I like that crossover. He's returned. Now you have to eat a breath every week. Little war breaker crossover there. I like it. So ready to talk about some Cosmere, some interludes?
Yes.
So now we just deviate completely from the plot and go somewhere else. I guess some of them aren't. When you get to the Parshendi ones, they're not. So we start with the Parshendi. That's still kind of plot oriented, where we actually get some POVs from the Parshendi point of view. So you learn all about them, kind of, sort of. I'm sure a lot
including that they're not called the Parshendi.
The listeners.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we start in the point of view of Eshonai, who's kind of in charge of the Parshendi now, and is the shard bearer. She, which I guess Dalinar and everybody else on the other side doesn't know, that actually the shard bearer they keep on seeing in battle is actually her.
And there's only one of them.
And there's only one of them. They don't know they only have one. They only have one shard bearer. And they're getting, I guess, some news on this scene. I'm not sure where this links up to the other story, because they didn't win the last Gem Heart in the last chapter. The Dalinor's forces did, or Adolin harvested it. So this must have been a different gem heart. Anyway, so I'm not sure exactly when this one lines up. It's another one when Dalinar's not fighting though, because they did get the gem heart this time. They brought it back, and she's kind of wondering where Dalinar is because she wants to speak with him. But she can't join battles because she injured her leg when Kaladin stabbed her during the Battle of the Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So she's still on the mend. So we saw her watching from a distance, and Dalinar was wondering why she didn't engage. So obviously it's because she's hurt. So she's there from a distance. But I guess she didn't notice Dalinar because Dalinar's not in his plate. He's up in another observing plateau. So she doesn't know that he's there. But she's talking about how she wants to talk to him. Yeah. And they're channeling they're singing to their rhythms of skepticism and and all their different emotions because they change their tone. They sing to talk. Like they have a sing-song cadence, but they sing in different rhythms based on their emotions.
Kind of like that race of people in the Marvels movie. They sang. Okay. Yeah, the Marvels movie, they all sing all the time. So I don't understand what the plan was there. Huh?
Is that Grease? No. They sing all the time in the movie. I'm sorry, it's a bad joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate Grease. I'll be honest. I hate Grease. Hate it.
Oh no.
Even them. It's the first one, second one, whatever. I'm like, please go away. I'm trying to figure out what's the plan here. She wants to talk to him. She's like, she goes out wielding a sword. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
How does that work? I don't understand.
Yeah. The culture is definitely foreign. It's a good callback. In Wave Kings, the chapter where Kaladin fought the Shard of Air is called Eshonai.
Yeah.
But no explanation at all. That's the chapter title.
No explanation.
In Wave Kings. It's no
and we picked our favorite character. I picked Eshonai.
Yeah, you did.
Yolanda was very confused.
What? Yeah, like, huh? Who's that? You did. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were in a stock market, that'd be called insider trading.
If
you know something. You knew something and you leveraged it. See,
True. So yeah, as she's wandering through the ancient ruins on the plateau named Narak, or Exile, where the people came to escape their gods. And we learn a little bit, there's something called the Hall of Art, and we start learning about the different forms they take. So we're learning, it's just kind of like a world building crash course in this section. Like where they're...
I remember that word, by the way. When she said that, and by the way, I thought it was pronounced Narek. But I remember it explicitly from the first book that it was mentioned about Narek. I remember it like, I don't know what it was. She said that word, and I was like, I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
So it's been said before. So it's not like, so I assume there's some definite longer importance to Narek.
Right.
Because again, it just stuck. And I was like, I feel like it's going to come back. Just more emphasis coming for that. So
yeah,
that's my guess. All right.
Okay. Yeah. And we kind of get pieces here just about like what might have happened. Like there's this old god that the only way they could break apart was to take on Dole form, or slave form, not even Dole form, slave form, which is even worse. And they chose to take this, or some of them took that on, and they call it the Parshendi now, as a way of ending this thing with the previous god, and they don't want the previous god to come back. But there's all this talk about it. It's very confusing because this is throw you in the deep end and then world building all at the same time. Yeah. So
I expect nothing less.
Yeah. They say they're trying to attract creation spren in the Hall of Art because the novices are attempting to paint. Because we learned that they've learned how to capture spren. And they use them for different reasons. I think we learned that
they capture them in the gem hearts.
In the gem hearts, they learned that trick from the Lindy, or from the humans.
Right.
Because before,
Anyway, but is it the first time we're hearing that part though about them being able to capture the sprint and the gem heart? I feel like that's the
yes.
first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
If it came up before, then I definitely was really aloof about it.
So we've seen this on the other side, but I don't think they explained how it works.
Okay.
So do you remember
we keep seeing sprint just pop up.
Do you remember what a soul caster looks like?
I mean, it's got like what 3 gems or something. There's a large gem and there's like 3 gems around it.
There's gems.
And there's some type of interweave. I can't remember the interweave thing.
But the gems are what's important.
Oh, okay.
Because they have the gems to capture spread, and that's how they're able to soul cast and use. Fun times.
That wasn't explained, but I mean,
it wasn't. But
I mean, sprint are just everywhere. So unfortunately, because it's like basically farts in the wind, you don't know what's important. So I'm just like, I don't know. Is it like critical? That we noticed that these sprint are here.
Yeah.
So
well, they kind of get into this here, or at least I throw but this part and the last part kind of together because they go back to this. So it might be in the last part where they talk about it anyway. But when they talk about taking different forms, I think it's in this part and how they used to go into the high storm to do it. And then it would kind of be random on what form the sprint would allow, because you need sprints to change forms, but now they can capture form, the sprint they want, they can change forms at will. So like before they would just go in the high storm, and that's how they could change forms, but you come out basically whatever randomness it was. Kind of like a random generator. And even if you didn't want mate form, guess what? You're mating now. And they talked about that as well. And how weird it is that humans are always in mate form. Like they're just open all the time about it. How they even stay concentrated if they're in mate form all the time.
Yeah, and Echidna, she is fiending for like some human interaction. She talks about how she wishes she could walk amongst them and do all the things. And she was like,
now she's in warrior form, right?
Yeah, she's in warrior form.
She's in warrior form. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we learned there's dull form, there's nimble form, little slave form.
Mate, dull. There's 7 forms, right? So
they said there's more. They said they knew more. They don't know anymore. There's 5 that they know now. I think it was 5 or 7. Might be 7.
I thought I remembered the word. I feel like I heard 7, and I wouldn't have just made that up. I feel like, and then I was like trying to catalog them, and I was like, I don't think I caught it all. Yeah. So I just.
But they say they used to know more, and they don't anymore.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. That's right. They used to know more, and now they don't know.
Yeah,
and there's a big deal that
she contemplates the 6 current known forms. I see it right here in my notes. Contemplates 6 known forms, and then the 7th one is the slave form. They don't consider a real form.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because Parshendi was gonna go meet the other 5. She kept saying, so she's the 6th because she's the one in the war form, right?
Yeah, she walks past the 2 ones that are in the mate form, and they're just like giggling and not doing anything. She's like, oh.
They should be embarrassed to be seen out and about.
Yeah, they should be in seclusion.
Hide your shame.
Yeah.
Just constant honeymoon phase.
But they actually look different too. Like, so, like the Parshendi, when they fought in the warrior form ones, they had the carapace that grows all over them. So they actually get armor that grows naturally on them when they're in different forms. So they look completely like the Parshmen don't look like the Parshendi, even though they're technically the same because they're different forms. And the most common
is finally getting the answer to that, because I've been wondering this whole time. I was like, how does that work? How can they be part and parcel of the same race, but then have a group of them look so meek compared to these other ones? When I think of the carapace all over them, I'm like, that's just so. And they're like big and bulky and intimidating and scary and can jump chasms.
Right.
And then you think about the Parshendi, who are like frail and meek and all the things.
The Parshmen. Yeah. So they take on different forms. They take on different forms like in society, depending on what needs to be done. They'll change. So like in non-war times, you probably no one would be in warrior form besides maybe just one, just keeping the form. But like they would, change forms depending on what they need. So, and then that changes not only their physical abilities, but also their hormones, everything else too. So like what their drives are, their natural drives, whether it's a sexual drive being a mate form or, more artistic drive in nimble form, versus, probably just the testosterone kill everything, form and warrior form. So just think about like different hormone levels depending on what form they're in.
Right.
But they physically manifest that as well. Yeah. And she goes to talk to, I guess, yeah. So the Pytho said it's the meaning of 5, and she's one of them. So there's 4 others. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So basically, the cost to prevent the Parshendi gods from returning was a slow annihilation of her people. We also meet her sister here, Vinley, who's trying to really work on this new form that she's trying to convince everybody to do, and they're like kind of like not sure about this thing. It's a little bit out there.
Mm-hmm. So something about this for some reason reminded me of who was Dr. McDreamy from freaking Grey's Anatomy. I can't remember his name. Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, yeah.
You remember that movie he was in where he was like I think it's like, what's it called? She's So Hot, whatever it is. And he was like the nerd. He paid the cool girl to like pretend they were dating. Anyway, he goes to a dance and does this like tribal dance and whatever. I feel like the way he convinced everybody to do this like tribal dance and everything at the gym is the way that the sister is like trying to like convince people to take this form. She's like, I got this new form. You got to try it out.
Yeah.
It's the hottest new thing. Check it out. You're like, no, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'll be a part of that.
We also get a little bit about like the Gavilar assassination thing. Like they talk about that briefly. So
and this thing blew up every theory I had. I was like, son of a bitch. I mean, because guys, you guys rewind the tapes, and this is I'm the first one to admit when I'm wrong on my theories. I had all these theories. I had the false flag theories. I had all this stuff going on from the first book.
Yep.
Blown up. Instantly blown up. All my theories destroyed when they just admit they're like, well, we tried to do it so we could stop. I was like, shit. So
they assassinated him because Galavar was trying to bring back basically
walking on a path to bring back a god that they do not want coming back. And I was like, man, that sucks. So I like when I get them right, but I also got to admit when I get them wrong. So which not even close.
Is a more valid reason, but of course they don't want to tell the Lindy about that either because the humans, because they don't want them to keep researching this. So they figured the secret dies with Gavilar. So they did like that's why it's like we killed your god, because they had that scene the very first, like we killed your king, like we killed him. Now we'll go home, like it's.
And then they thought like, oh man, this war thing's not gonna last that long. And then they were like, oh, these motherfuckers are greedy.
Yeah. Well, they thought they would get bored of the whole war thing. It'll be over with soon. But then they found Gem Hearts and like, oh.
Gem Hearts, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah. Once you find oil, apparently, like it's like.
Hey.
Big shinies.
Too close to home. Too close to home.
When you can get a resource and kill things in the process.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
There ain't no stopping that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. But Eshonai wants to talk to Dalinar to sue for peace. But Vinley's kind of like, I don't think that they'll accept. And I discovered this new thing called Stormform. So we should definitely do that instead. And Eshonai's like, I think that might bring the gods back. Like we shouldn't do that. But Vinley's kind of arguing that it's a moot point now since the Alethi are starting to have surge binders themselves. So it's time. But yeah. Then we get Demid, Vinley's former mate, who agrees they should risk using Stormform to protect the people from being wiped out.
Was that the one that used to be her mate?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember the name. That's just... What'd you say?
Working.
Yeah.
Back to being friends.
Yeah.
Back to being friends. What
go
every guy wants to hear.
Friends.
No guy wants to give up the benefits.
No.
By the way, that doesn't usually work. The the whole thing and then back to being friends. It doesn't. It usually
The
doesn't.
friends with
It worked
benefits
this time.
That
never
works.
works.
Oh, friends with
That
benefit
works, but the whole back to being friends.
No, it doesn't. The friends
Oh.
with benefits never works. No.
Oh, that doesn't work either. Too. Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. I mean, you can try. You can try to hold on to it as long as possible, but
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
not in the long
And then
run.
we're gonna go back to being friends. It's like,
Nope.
but
It's
we
like
crossed
they
that
were coworkers.
line.
Yeah.
They were coworkers, and then they tried this whole like, oh, you got stuck with mate form. Oh, me too. Let's get
Let's hook up.
together. And then they both went out of it. And they're like, yeah, let's just get back to work. That was weird. So we talk about that again.
We'll never talk about
Right,
that.
right.
That never happened. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And Vinley then raises the question to the five about Stormform, and Ashnai says she'll consider supporting it, but doesn't give an answer yet. Just they're very, very weary about this. But at the same time, Ashnai knows that like they're dwindling in their numbers. Like the humans are winning, and she knows this. Like it's a matter they can't win this war. Their numbers have been decimated, especially after the tower. Like they put everything into the tower, and even though they decimated Downish forces, most of the forces withdrew and they left. Yeah, it just they're hurting.
It's interesting listening to it on the flip side because from the human side, they sound like they're cockroaches that are just always got numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear it from the other side, and it's like they're close to like decimation.
Right.
You know, it just puts. I mean, again, this whole interlude reformed everything we think about these battles on these plateaus, right? Where you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, they got like blades on blades on blades, and they got, you know, shard bearers and all the things, and then no, they are in much worse shape than you would have guessed. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, but from the human perspective, they think they just can't win this war, but they don't know how close they are actually to winning.
Yeah.
They don't have enough intel on that side. Because they can't jump that chasm. They're way far away. So yeah. And your thoughts about this chapter? Any thoughts about the whole world building around Parshendi? What do you think about the different forms and the singing to different rhythms and different emotions?
I've talked enough. Tree can say something. Go ahead, Tree.
Yeah. Well, I had some comments that I posted like the first time I read it.
Sure.
And they were mostly around Shen. And how excited I am to see, like, now that Kaladin is, like, friends with him and he's forcing the other bridge crew members to respect him and stuff. I was thinking he's going to be a really big factor in, like, future negotiations when he, you know, gets to learn his new forms and stuff, because he's the closest one so far that we think will have contact with the listeners. Yeah. So that was kind of what my thoughts were around that from the first time I read it. So
yeah. I didn't think about Shen that much.
Yeah, I think about Shen all the time. I think he's so cool.
Bridge for Parshman.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Ready to move over to Yim? Yim
tearing 10 toes.
Yeah.
Because he's all about them feet.
Yes. He is all about them feet.
That's the reason why I called him tearing 10 toes.
Yim tearing 10 toes. Well, he's in his shop. He's trimming a small block of wood. And he's a cobbler. Yeah. And apparently it's been this way for centuries, which is, just he taught himself how to make wood, the wood that forms itself for him. And done that for centuries, and good enough for him. There's a sprint that's moving around him a bunch. So he's using sprint. Ooh, good question. 10 soon, 10 turns.
Ooh.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he notices sprint is becoming around a whole lot often more lately. And he's never seen one like that before. And it moves like a speck of light. So any thoughts about the sprint? It creeps upward like a small plant growing. and then withdraws again as soon as you move.
I think he's got some Radiance spread magical powers going on.
Okay.
Especially when it starts talking to him.
Yeah. They start talking about shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
Shoes.
You guys remember that video?
What is that from?
2000s?
I don't know that one.
No, it was like everywhere. Let's get some
Is that like a YouTube video or something?
Yeah, it was like one of those old YouTube videos.
Okay. I remember the Damn Daniel back at again with the Sweet Ass Fans and
what
are those?
Yeah, it's before.
There's a shoes one, so
it's before Damn Daniel.
it's before Damn Daniel.
Yeah.
Jeez, yo, you talking about them old
I'll have
news,
to look it
man.
up quickly.
E-Bombs
Okay.
World. Let's get those shoes. Apparently Fisher knows it too.
Yeah.
Those
Yay.
shoes. Okay. I'll have to.
Maybe it was like a popular for like high school girls because I think that was the time it came out.
I can look it up.
Yeah, you can barely see, but it's this person.
Is it a song?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god, shoes.
I'm definitely gonna look this up. I have to now.
I just looked it up. Okay.
Yeah, 2007,
Shoes.
2006.
Got it. Let's get those shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid video. Okay.
It's
Cool.
a very
Guess,
stupid video.
guess what I'm gonna research after this episode's over.
Let's
oh my
get them
god,
shoes.
These shoes rule. These shoes suck.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's great.
Well, as they're talking about shoes, the sprint suddenly shakes and warns, "He comes," and goes and hides. And Yem ends up looking for the Watcher and finds only a child peering through the door. And he's like, "Oh, come on in, kid. You need some shoes? Looks like you got bare feet. I'll make some shoes for you."
These are the worst security sprint I've ever seen.
Yep, definitely not security spread.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But Yim offers a pair of shoes, and the boy's like, "I can't afford no shoes." He's like, "That's
But
fine."
I hear you do it for free.
And it's like, "But
I hear you do it for free 99.
yeah, for free." He's like, "Well, I don't do it for free, but the price is just a story. You got to tell me your life story."
It's for your soul. No, it's for a story.
Yeah.
Tell me your social security number, and I'll give you some shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, my name's LifeLock. If you can just give me your social security number, I'll hook you up.
It's my birthday. It's my address.
Hey, what's the name of your first pet? Just asking.
Yeah, and your mom's middle name.
I said the old man from Family Guy with a whistle. It's like, "Hey, boy, want some shoes?"
Those some pretty shoes you got there.
I want some shoes.
Come here and give them to me, your Uncle Young Tarantinos.
Shoes. Anyway, I can't do the whistle thing, but
And it has the dog that has the two broken back legs and drags itself with the walker.
yes. But he goes to clean his feet because he has like rot spread all over it. His nasty cut. It looks bad because he knows the boy has a limp. He's like, "Oh, I gotta fix this." So he goes and gets some medicine, and then uses Stormlight. Actually, he gets a one of the
5 shards, little chips, whatever.
Yeah, and he says he's done this a bunch of times for people, but he always hides it with medicine to make it look like the medicine just did it fast and not.
But he's only been robbed twice.
Yeah. Yep. But he gets him to speak on religious beliefs for a little bit, and then the boy leaves after receiving the shoe. And then
the religious piece, I'm still trying to wrap my head around whether or not there's actually like validity in that. So he's saying they're all connected, and then he's the whole analogy about the hand and the fingers,
right?
And all the boy took away from that as well. How come you got the good finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's just saying that, like, we used to have.
It did make me laugh. That literally made me laugh out loud when the boy was like, he was like he looked like he had recognition. He was like, "Well, how come you got the finger with the ring?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, okay. Exactly.
Got it.
But I guess he was talking about how, all the stories used to be interconnected and they all broke apart. Now everybody has, but if we collect all the stories, we can bring the consciousness of everyone back together again. because
I've
they're
read
all
something
this.
about that
They're all the
recently.
same.
The like oneness theory, where every human soul is actually the same human soul that's just like branched off
Yeah.
to get like little life experiences. But I don't know what like the theory is actually called.
And all the energy
I don't
of the world is actually interconnected.
Yeah.
That is one theory. Then there's acausism, which is that nothing is real, that everything is just interconnected consciousness, that nothing actually exists. It's just one giant consciousness, and then everything we see and touch and feel is just a manifestation of that consciousness, but nothing's actually real.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole crazy, weird philosophy rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, it's fun. I
feel like every philosophy theory is a philosophy
It's true.
rabbit hole that you can go down.
There is
like,
no
get
such
lost
thing as
in,
there is no such thing as a surface level philosophy theory.
No,
There's
you
not like
tried.
do that.
I read it over an afternoon and I was done with it. Never
Yeah.
happens. You know, you read that some bitch and you're like in there for like 6 months trying to figure it out and untangle it. No.
Buddhism is surface level.
It's either
No,
Buddhism
when you
or
get the
Hinduism.
samsara and some of the deeper level, Buddhism is not surface level at all.
Yeah, or Hinduism is one.
Or any religion. No religion.
None of them. None of them
are.
They
no
try to.
Our philosophy is.
I mean, maybe the flying spaghetti monster, but other than that, no.
Yeah. Confucianism, Taoism.
Mm-hmm. Because they've been around too long, so they've branched and they have just the tentacles of different like strands and theories and all the things. It's gotten so wild. That's the reason why it's not possible now. If a religion was made up, or a concept, a theory, I don't know, a morality tale or something came up like 2 weeks ago, maybe you could catch it at the beginning and be like, I read it in an afternoon. But all this stuff just branches too much, and there's like, I mean, how many books on Buddhism are there? I mean, I tried to start getting into it. It was the worst deep dive. I wish I had never done it, because by the end, I didn't realize how much they had segmented off from the initial main concept I read. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, this isn't even the same religion anymore.
There's so many different sects. There's
exactly. And so I was like, okay, this is not. So then I just stopped. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Thai Buddhism versus Tibetan Buddhism, completely different.
True. Yep. They all branch off and do the weird things. And,
like Christianity too, like
all the denominations.
Oh my God, the denominations of Christianity.
It's crazy.
Even the like Latter-day Saints and Sixth-day Adventists and all of them. You think it's like only like one branch? Nope.
No, and
every single one of them
is always the same.
Yeah.
But
then even within like Baptists, there's a bunch of different sects of Baptists and a bunch of sects of Presbyterians and a bunch of different sects. It just keeps on branching.
And some of them are like crazy. You know how you like think of like different like religions, and you're like, man, they have these like extremists that go out and do this stuff. Every religion has one, a sect where you're like, whoa, that's some extreme stuff. I don't care what religion it is. There is an extreme sect out there, and when you hear about it, you're like, that's some wild and crazy stuff. I'm going to quote Carson.
Wild and crazy kids.
Wild and crazy stuff those kids are doing out there.
Yeah. So anyway, this is his whole religion thing. They talk about it for a bit, then the kid leaves. And then the sprint whispers, he's still here. And Yim spins around and sees a man with a crescent scar on his cheek. In the
Wait, do we finish the part about he fixed the boy? He fixed the boy, he put some baby powder on his feet.
Yeah, get some shoes and
gave him some shoes.
Get pat on his back and says, you're getting
popping away. Well done, Tree. Well done, Tree. Yes. Oh man.
That's what happened. Didn't you read it?
Oh, you get kids with the flourish. That's right. You do the thing. Yeah.
Yep. The shoes. Yeah. And then we get the man with the scar and the darkness.
And the terrible security system that he's got with these spread.
Yeah.
They're like, he's here. And he's like, the boy is still here.
Have we heard of this man before? This scarred, shiny silver man
with the crescent star,
crescent moon scar,
and the.
I mean, I know who he is.
Where's
But
his scar? Like, is
I
it
feel like we know who he is because it's just like he sounds so similar to somebody else, and I don't know why.
I don't know if he's appeared in Wave Kings. Hold on.
Okay, well then it could just be somebody else. I was really
He appears a
thinking-
lot more later in these books, but that's
Okay,
that's...
well,
oh no,
we'll
he's
find
introduced
out
in the Wave Kings. Never mind, he is introduced in the Wave Kings.
okay?
Well, this is okay. So this is okay. I'm really curious to find out who it is then, because there's just something about the description that seemed a little too similar to something we've been told before.
Yeah, can you share the part where we were introduced before?
Right, because it's not a spoiler alert if he's been introduced
No,
in
it's
the
just
way
a
of King.
reminder.
Right.
Let's see. He was at the feast where Gavlar was killed.
Ooh.
And talked to Gavlar during that. Let's see. I think that's the only time. I think it's during the feast. That's all I'm reading right now.
Okay, well then
Okay.
that doesn't count. I mean, because the interactions there was too many people, and you didn't really know what their purpose was. And
Never mind.
so I'm obviously another issue where I'm conflating two things together. So
Yeah, I'm trying to see what chapter.
no, you don't have to research anymore. It's probably not. It's probably just me.
It's probably just like a one-off.
Yeah, I'm probably making connections that aren't really connections.
Yeah, Wave King prologue. Yeah, so he's in the prologue of the Wave Kings, but that's it's. I don't think he's even mentioned by name.
Okay.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that is still interesting information, though.
Yes.
To know he was there at the feast.
He was there.
Okay.
But anyway, so this guy shows up and he's just like, so remember years ago what you did? He's like, I mean, that was a long time ago. He goes, yeah.
Yeah, like 40 years ago.
He's like, not a good enough reason. He's like, but it wasn't intentional. He's like, you're still guilty. And
he was guilty of abetting with poisoning wine that he gave to some lady.
Right.
Killing her.
Right.
And I was like, why did he do that?
Probably for money.
What did she do that meant that she should die? And I was like, man, that's terrible. I mean, to poison somebody like that, and in order for him to be in that situation, it means they had to be friendly. They had to be in like a friendly situation. Anyway, the whole thing, I had all kinds of questions then. So unless he was a servant, which it didn't sound like he was a servant. It sounded like he was like somebody that.
In the prologue of this book, Yasna runs into two foreign dignitaries in the hall. One's described with a crescent scar shaped scar.
Okay.
So there you go.
Maybe. Me, I felt like it was from the last book. But
he is introduced there too. I think they mentioned a guy, but it's just in passing, a one line thing.
Right.
Like Sanderson does. It's one line.
Right.
It's a throwaway.
I feel like that's what he does. I feel like he does that stuff purposefully where he's like, I'm going to give this throwaway character a noticeable trait so that way I can, when I reintroduce them with a broader impact later on, you'll see that there was like a thread there. But I really feel like in a lot of instances, he was like, I don't know what to do with this, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's like, I made a cat, a green cat, and it had a star-shaped butthole. And you're like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So later you learn it poops Skittles, and that's what fuels. Yeah.
The magic rainbow.
The magic rainbow. Yeah. It's a unicorn
Don't
cat.
taste that rainbow.
Mm-mm.
Where do you think Skittles come from?
Would you like to know?
It's unicorn poop. Anyway, we all know this.
I don't like this tangent.
We got to talk about food. Now we talk about food. All right.
No, I don't want to talk about that food.
Not that she's like, not that type of food.
No.
I don't want to talk about Skittles. Okay. So yeah, he summons a shard blade. Yim starts to run away, but he's old and doesn't really get that far.
He gets like down to the corner. He's already huffing and puffing, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Yep. And the guy's right there. He slams against the wall, and
you can hear his footfalls coming up behind him, and he's like, "Ooh, it's a wrap."
Yep. Shard blade goes through him and lights out, and that's the end of that story.
He was kind of begging at the end. He was like, "What did I do? Why?"
Yeah. Just
what was the thing about the sphere at the very end, though? He pulls a sphere out of his pocket.
He does, because he tries to use the stormlight because remember how he healed with the Stormlight, so he could use Stormlight.
Yeah, so I was wondering. I was like, well, I thought there might be some significance there, but then it's like nothing happened, and I was like, oh,
No, because
that's
he
tough.
dropped it.
He dropped it.
But I was just wondering, like, is there going to be something where it's like, even in depth, I thought maybe he would do something that would give us like more insight into like what they can do or something.
Maybe, but he dropped it, so he didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from this section before we move to Risen?
Seems like a shame. He's such a nice man, nice old man, helping the youngins with their shoes.
And killing ladies with wine.
Ladies with wine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that wasn't great, but
it
seems like he's doing good now. He's turned his life around.
Well, the question is, I mean, that's the thing about, when it comes to somebody that's committed a crime, it's like, at what point in time are they absolved because of time? Because how many people have killed?
Knows no time.
Yeah, I mean, how many people have killed, gone to jail on manslaughter charges, and then 15, 20 years later, they're out. And it's like, well, are they absolved of their crime? And that's the debate that continues to rage on to this day. It's like, does time absolve them of what they have done? I mean, this guy's 40 years on. 40 years on, and makes you wonder.
I don't know. I guess that's just like an opinion base.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's really almost impossible for us to try to come up with some hard and fast rule for any of it.
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's a vote on opinions and fear.
Right? Because what if somebody kills somebody and they're crazy remorseful the rest of their life, and they're haunted every day about what they've done, and then you have somebody that's I got away with it. Right.
Nobody.
Right. So then it's like, well, should they be penalized the same way for doing the same thing? So those are all the moral dilemmas that come up with that.
Such a gray area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then statute of limitations is also another really gray area too, where it's not gray in the U.S. law system, but it's gray as far as morality of it. On some
no, it is gray in the U.S. law system as far as I'm concerned, because they keep changing. Especially if you think about, the Harvey Weinstein and the Me Too movement and stuff, and they started extending these statute of limitations because they were like, back in a day, you were like, kind of forced to be silent. Otherwise, it would have these terrible ramifications on your career and your social status and all the things. And they were like, that's unfair that because of the societal pressure, you weren't able to say anything. It was not because you didn't want to do something about it. So then they started extending it. They were like, oh, well, it's only like 5 years. And they were like, no, we're gonna make it like 15, 20 years now,
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of a social experiment that some speaker went around to different colleges and did, where she would ask anybody who, knew anyone who had been like sexually assaulted or harassed or whatever, stand up. And so like most of the people in the room stood up. And then she said, if you know of this person, if they, told anybody about their crimes or reported that this happened to them, stay standing. And half the people sat down. And then if anybody had come to justice from it, stay standing. And like nobody was standing at the end of it.
Oh, wow.
It was awful.
Yep. But it's because, we're also in a society, I'm talking about collectively, great for victim shaming. We love to shame a victim. Yeah. So it's like there's no follow through, unfortunately.
And snitches get stitches too. So just remember that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how the training goes, right? It's like, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. Snitches
just buck up and carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the thing?
Yes, it's like almost everybody knows somebody that has been through something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is unfortunate. That's how common and prevalent it is.
Yeah.
On to the next chapter.
Risen.
What a depressing world we live in. I hope it gets better soon.
Hey, Risen.
Wait, is the chapter name actually Risen, by the way? Because I heard that and I was like, is this the Easter chapter?
The Easter, yes.
Yeah.
He is risen.
Yeah. It's the Easter chapter. But no, it's just Risen. Because Risen's traveling with the stem to the Reshi Isles to do some trading. And if the stem's really sick, like very, very sick,
Yeah.
and that's Rizen's like I guess mentor or boss or what do you call it? A sensei.
Is that her? What is the word that they use?
They use a word.
Her, it's like baboosh or something.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
like something.
Oh, it was
like
like
that.
Bobka, wasn't it?
Babka? Maybe that's
No,
it.
Was it? No, Bobka's
Not
from
Bobka.
Seinfeld. Dang it.
a Babs.
Babsk.
Babs.
Babsk.
My Babsk.
Is that it? Yeah, Babsk. That's it. Babsk.
I knew there was a B and a K in it. That's why I said Bobka.
Yeah, baboosk.
My
I mean,
Babsk.
it was close.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And they get to the Reshi Isles and realize that the island is not where it's supposed to be, and it kind of moved. And they're like, "Wait, there it is! Oh, it's a giant turtle." That's what I picture it. Picture is a giant turtle.
Yes.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Which I did a rough sketch about this the first time I read this book, and I'm going to send it to Alan so he can show you.
Yeah. What is the movie where there's also a giant turtle? It's not only Avatar. There's a movie where it's like it's like the whole mountain's like a big turtle. It's not Neverending Story, is it? No.
It might be. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but
No,
It's like-
Neverending Story. No.
Not the second one or whatever. Was it a later Neverending Story?
Oh, was there another one?
There's
Oh, geez. I
several
hated the
Neverending
first
stories.
one, so I would have. Oh, I would have.
Shut your mouth.
Oh no, I will not shut my mouth on that, sir. I watched it because it was like a rite of passage. I do not like that movie. Never did.
Atreyu.
ah, shush.
You
only
can start.
one
You can stop with the horse and the
Yeah.
the horse in the swamp.
It is.
I'm
Yeah,
already out.
It is from
Yeah.
Neverending Story.
The giant turtle that's like they live on it.
No, it's just like he talks to the giant turtle. They don't
No, I'm
live on
talking
it.
about like they. I'm thinking of a turtle like an Avatar where like the
I know what you're thinking of.
island is
but-
a turtle.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. I know.
Or
I
like a
know.
lot of religions,
Like-
where like living on the back of a turtle, and it's like huge.
But I pictured like when he's talking to like this. This is the scene I was like talking about, like where he's.
Oh yeah, that. No, I'm thinking like the island is the turtle, but
Yeah, I know,
what's the name
but
of that horse. It's like Shadowfax. No, not Shadowfax. Artemax.
what did you say?
I'm
Artax?
trying to think of the name of the horse that died in the swamp.
Artax?
The traumatizing
Artax?
horse death.
Atrax.
Artax. I know I'm mixing two names together.
Yeah, it's Artax.
Artax, yeah.
The name of the horse is Artax?
Yeah, and the
Mhm.
boy's name is Atreyu.
Atreyu.
Right, Atreyu Artax. Okay, I just remember it was like a
Mhm.
and an X in it. So, Artax. Okay.
Don't give in to the sadness.
No, too late.
Too late. I've been living with the sadness.
Yes,
I live with the
100%.
sadness.
Pythos, I actually do agree with this take. That Labyrinth is better than Neverending Story. Labyrinth is fantastic.
Man, that movie didn't get, I mean,
Because you remind me of the Babe. What Babe?
nearly
Power.
enough.
Power.
Respect.
You do.
And by the way,
Oh,
David
baby.
Bowie, man, I didn't appreciate
Trying
David Bowie enough when I was younger. And then I got older and I was like, this guy is on
Yeah,
another
dude.
level of good dude.
David Bowie is amazing.
Man, when I started reading up on this guy, I was like, I wish I had like tracked him like a groupie. you
Yeah.
know?
David
I didn't
Bowie.
realize how cool an individual he was until he was much further on in life, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I should have been there. I should have just like tracked him everywhere, you know.
Dance, magic,
My little
dance,
cousin
magic,
at
dance.
Easter dinner actually
Dance,
wore
magic.
a Labyrinth shirt with David Bowie on it.
Nice,
Awesome.
Yeah, like just
Goblin
With the
King.
makeup and the Goblin King.
got to do
Goblin
it.
King.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Friend.
Friend.
Ludo friend. I love Labyrinth. Labyrinth is great.
Labyrinth is amazing. Absolutely.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
David
Was
Bowie's
that her
great.
first movie, or was it just like near her first movie? I feel like she was like,
I think it might have been her first movie. She was
I
young.
mean, yeah,
She was
but
like-
if it's not her first, it might be her second or third. But man, she did great. You
She-
know, I thought she was amazing in that.
Yeah, it was great. Oh, awesome movie. Labyrinth is fantastic. What are you still
I'm
looking
trying
up?
to send you this, but
What are you
it's
saying?
not letting me save this picture for some reason. So I'm doing a screenshot.
And she's got the picture of her impressions of the turtle.
Yeah, it's just a rough sketch from like when I first read it. But
yeah, I definitely want to see it. So if you can make it available to share, we'd appreciate that.
I'm trying my best.
While you're doing that, by the way, a movie that's also the same like era, but like kind of freaked a lot of people out. This is like an old Tom Cruise flick, was Legend. Do you guys remember that movie?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that movie. And then it's got that dude that played the devil dude with the big horns and stuff. Yeah, man. Tom Cruise was like all of like 12 in that movie.
Yeah. It was our 4th credit, 3rd star in a row. Thank you, Pythos.
I'd say it was really early on. I know it wasn't her first, but man, it feels like it was though, because she was like young, like 18 maybe or something.
Oh, that's nice.
My turtle?
Your turtle.
My turtle.
I can share.
Twiddle.
Share screen.
Oh no, I just said that, and now I'm thinking of that Dana Carvey movie.
There's a sketch of the turtle. There's
hey.
She's hanging off a pole, sticking out of the.
I see.
That's right, because it's because it's eating the fruits and the things.
And that's right. And the eye was the size of a house. So that's
good.
Eye was the size of a house.
I tried to draw like little like trees and stuff on the shell, but yeah, I did not get very far. But we also got spoiler art from Aura Saber. And spoiler free art, not spoiler free art.
Spoiler free art? Oh, yeah. He's sending some art?
Yeah. It's funny.
Okay. Let's see. You're not alone. Join the movement.
Share it.
Hold on. I'll add this because he gets a special thing where we just add it to the actual things that we can add to.
Yay! Oh, it's gonna come up a lot, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in there.
Rolando's face of anticipation.
I know he's always anticipating my files I'm gonna add. So they get to this island and the locals are less than, here you go. You're not alone. Join the movement. We're all Condra.
.org. A message from the government of the Condra homeland.
I have no thoughts.
Condra propaganda.
I have no thoughts.
I love it.
Other than you'd love it.
No thoughts. I will keep all thoughts to myself.
You know what? Alondo still thinks of the Condra as just a bag of antlers, and he's going to continue to think of them as just a bag of antlers.
Until I see a bag of antlers, by the way. Ah, man.
Anyways.
Guys, these Condra.
There's some in this book
AKA the
somewhere.
Betrayers.
So like I said, they get to the islands, just shocked that it's a giant turtle. But it's like entire society there. But these people here have, I guess stuff to trade that could save the Stem's life, but they're like very, very hesitant about everything. Like they get to the guards and they're just like, no, we don't want to talk to you. And they're like, come on, like
I'm a good person.
Yeah. And did you notice who was there hanging upside down?
Yeah, so it's a Voidbringer, and I was like, wait, that was just glossed over.
No, it wasn't the guy.
It was Axes, the collector.
Yeah, Axes.
No, they said a Voidbringer.
Well, that's what
they literally said.
That's what they called him, but it's not because they didn't know what he was. He's just blue guy, so they called him a Voidbringer.
Nobody knows what a Voidbringer really
is.
Okay.
No one knows what a Voidbringer
something
is.
Different.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a Voidbringer.
But it's Axes, the blue guy. It's blue guy.
So I don't take it to like as fact that he's a Voidbringer.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't take anything as fact. This is all hearsay.
Guys, come on now.
Well, it is fact that it was Axes.
It is fact.
If he's a Voidbringer or not, that is to be determined.
And he's like casually talking too. He's like, yeah, kind of sucks.
Fine.
But what's up?
Fine.
Yeah. So they talk for a bit, and then Risen and the guards, they continue up the island, and they make their way over to where the king is. And she looks over and is like, huh, the king. That kind of looks like a girl.
Boobs.
Yeah, wait. the king's a girl. And they're like, yes, this is our king. We don't care about. And it's like, no, but we have another name for that. It's called queen. Like, no, this is our king. It's like, okay, gender neutral king. Cool.
I like it.
We'll go with that. And then the king consort, right? Because it's like, I think she even tries to almost call like
She said queen.
Tween.
And they're like,
no.
And it was like, it's the king's consort. She's like, whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever
You want to call him. But it's like, yeah, so we need to trade. And like, nope. I don't want to trade with you. She's like, but like the stem, he's like dying. It's like, yeah, come back in a decade. Maybe we'll trust you then. It's almost like I think you could go one of two ways. This could be like a really, really horrible, like dramatic scene, or it could go Monty Python way. Where it's like, you know, coming up to the tower is like, go away before I taunt you a second time. Like, it could just go that comedy British route with this. I'm picturing that scene with this too, where they're like, no, we're good. What do you think, Alondo?
This whole thing goes on way too long, but anyway, that's literally my thoughts. My thoughts on this is it goes on way too long.
Okay.
I think
For the payoff, I was like, okay,
yeah,
sure.
Alondo's still in shock from that conjure propaganda, I think.
No, and then at the end she gets a Pokemon, and I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, she gets a Pokemon.
She gets a Pokemon.
Is it a Pokemon or is it a Sprenomon?
Yeah. Sorry.
That was another one of my things I posted about.
In this episode, Risen learns about proper pronoun usage.
Yay!
Yeah, it was that. I mean, and then this whole like negotiation thing. I just feel like it just dragged on and on and on. It was like an hour, by the way. I was like,
it was
an hour.
I was like, flip out of here with this.
It's like, fine, I'll go talk to the king directly. And the king's like, no, I'm good. He's like, fine, I'll go talk to your god directly.
And there's something, and I don't care what it is. I don't care what book or what movie it is. I don't like when people like play games and like, posture themselves. I can't stand, bless you. I can't stand when that happens. I'm like, just get to the facts of whatever the situation is. And I'm that way in real life too. So it's not just a like, oh, I have to like, you gotta like placate me in a book. I'm talking about in general in life. I'm like, just cut to the facts, people, and I just feel like this whole thing, the king is sitting there, and I'm like, just say, hey, look, we're gonna trade, we're not gonna trade. Of course, we find out at the end, it was like, oh, which is the reason why at the end I rolled my eyes. I was like, this was all like a stupid test thing. I was like, oh, please.
Yeah.
I was done at that point in time. I felt like I was like, can I get the hour back?
You didn't like it? I loved it.
No, I didn't like it. Nope, not at all. I feel like this is 15 minutes dragged out to an hour.
Yeah.
There's a lot in there.
I don't know. I like Risen.
I like Risen too.
I didn't say I don't like the character. I'm saying I don't like the composition of this at all.
You didn't like hearing about all the naked people running around on the giant turtle, and
hey, that's a whole different book I'm trying to read if I want to do all that.
Do you remember Risen from The Way of Kings?
Yes.
Do you? I do not.
Well,
was it one of the interludes?
Yeah, it was interlude I-4. Interlude 4 was titled Risen. So she had her own little interlude back then.
Hey, Alan, remember, I have problems remembering main story beats. And then you're asking me about interludes. So guess what? My answer is going to be to most of them. I don't quite remember that.
Yeah.
So.
It's
now if I knew I needed to go study for it, I would have went back and like looked.
Well, you're gonna be real mad when you find out that she has her own like side book, and we're probably gonna have to read
that. Going back to yes, we are gonna have to read it. So going back to the interludes.
You're welcome.
Risen and her Basque Vince Vistem are in Shinovar to trade with the Shin. This is from Way of Kings. And she hears about tells about a worthless, truthless Shin named Zeph. They hoped that they would that he hoped wouldn't ever be another one like him. Like it's a quick interchange. Vistim offers like scraps for soul cast metal, chickens. It's like literally like one of these like tiny little throwaway.
Yeah, isn't that the one where they go and they're talking about how everything looks like a lawn, like it's like a grass, and they have like strawberries and stuff like that, and things from like Earth that we recognize, but they were saying them, you know, in ways that someone had never seen those things before.
There you go. Risen and Fistem go to Shinovar, trade scrap metal for livestock, and she's given pet grass.
Pet grass. Do you remember that now, Alonzo, when they were talking about the grass and the strawberries and stuff like that?
Okay, they don't identify him by name, but it's implied Seth. Yeah, because they say it's truthless, which is what they calls himself.
I remember the grass that would recede. That's about it.
I don't think that was the same.
There you go. So there's the extent of my memory on that. So,
but she gets a Larkin, a Pokemon. So
what is a Larkin?
A Larkin's a bird.
So it's
is it the bird she gets at the end?
It's a bird.
That's the bird she gets at the end where they said that they're you don't just get the bones.
Yeah,
the bones, but no, she actually gets the bird.
But it's not a bird. It's
and the bird.
It's a flying
given
crab.
to her by the island. The island gives her the Sprintamon.
It's a flying crab. It literally is. It's described as a flying crustacean.
Tree, I feel like you practiced that crab dance too well.
Let me see if I can get a picture of a Larkin.
Okay, so it's an actual thing. It's not a spren.
No, it's not a spren. It's an actual thing.
I thought it was a spren.
And they're like, this is a really bad drawing. This is the only one I can
You're
find.
right, and I'm saying Sprint. I know it's not a Sprint because
it's a Pokemon.
That's not really how Sprint work. You don't just like give Sprint to somebody.
Find a Larkin.
I don't know how things work. You don't know how things work. We don't know how things work, Orlando.
This is the
Brandon
only.
Sanderson doesn't
This
know
is
how
the
things
only.
work.
This is the only artwork. It's the only artwork.
He's dialing it in as he goes along. He's like,
that's the only artwork I can find on a Larkin.
It's like a little dragon.
It's a little crab flyer, flying crab.
I love him.
Crab flyers.
I love him. He's cute.
Little crab people. Crab people. Anything from all this before we move to our last section?
Was there anything of importance outside of the fact that they went to negotiate?
There was a giant turtle and a flying crab.
Yeah,
they chit-chatted.
And that's very important.
She goes down a rope. She's next to the turtle's eye. She falls in the water, shatters her legs. And then she wakes up.
And gets a crab dragon.
I mean, literally, I just summed that chapter up in like...
But that sounds amazing. Everything you just said sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, why
now
did
imagine that I said it. Now imagine that I said that whole thing, but I was suffering from some disease where I just really lengthened everything out because I didn't really quite remember what I was trying to say, and it was 1 hour long. That's my problem with it. It was just so elongated. I was like, oh.
It was long because it was really beautiful world building.
Mm-hmm.
It was really
that we're not going to return to as part of the main book.
Yes, we will. There's a whole other book we have to read about it.
Of this book?
Mm-hmm.
This book is coming back.
Yeah,
all right.
We gotta read it all again.
If the world does not come back, if this world of the Turtle Island,
oh yeah, it comes back.
Yeah.
Doesn't come back. Okay, then
it is important, Alonzo. I promise.
It is important.
And it's pretty.
All right. If not, Tree, you owe me a drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably owe you a drink for something or other anyway at this point.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's possible.
I don't know. But I wanted to know like what saved her life.
Yeah.
Or she just got lucky.
No, the Sprint saved her life.
Yeah?
She says that. She says that the Sprint actually not she, sorry, what's his name? Begins with the stem. He said that the Sprint came up as she was about to hit the water. The Sprint saved her life.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
because they basically made like a cushion, kind of, but it was like just too little, too late at the end, so it didn't save her from breaking her legs. But they said that that's the thing that saved her. So.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't remember the specifics.
So again, I mean, I remember the chapter. I remember all the details. It was just long.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So the last Legion, the final one. So we're back in Parshendi world with Esh and I. And they're examining a gemstone that has captured Storm Spring inside of it. And they believe this will rediscover Storm form. And they're kind of arguing about it. I guess it's Billa is the one who's saying, like, we need to use anything that will help us against the war, against the Lethe. But Esh and I is like, I don't really want to bring the old gods back. So I need to go think about this. And this is when she goes to visit her mom.
All this stuff about talking about forms and stuff is incredibly fascinating to me because all I can think of is the various fighting stances that they did back in the old Chinese movies, Chinese martial arts movies, where it's like, you'll face my drunken monkey form. Yeah. You know, they like would talk like that. And so every time we talk about forms, it's all I can think of is somebody saying, you will handle my noodle form. You know, you're like, oh, interesting. Watch me get into my barbarian form. You know, there's like that thing that came up back in, like Wu-Tang and all that stuff. I mean, they watched the same movies that I was watching, which is the badly dubbed. You know, none of the sinking.
The long Fu Manchus. Like,
oh man, the sinking didn't work up. The guy would throw his beard around and throw it over his shoulder, like, what you gonna do? You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, so when somebody says a form, all I can think of is like cool martial arts movies. Yeah. Back in the 60s and the 70s and stuff. So yeah.
I was never a kung fu fan. So like my mind always goes to Star Wars. But when you say kung fu, are you talking about the actual show Kung Fu with David Carradine? The actual like kung fu movies, like 70s. Like I was never a fan.
Oh, you're talking about the genre.
The genre. Yeah, the genre of kung fu movies.
I watched that thing with Kung Fu, the show with David Carradine, aka Kill Bill. Yeah, and he had the huge flute, carry it on his shoulder, just walking around. You know.
But yeah, Star Wars forms, which takes from that. They borrow from that for their lightsaber forms. But yeah, same thing. And even when you learn like Taekwondo or you actually go take martial arts, they teach forms as well. That's not unheard of.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not like it's just a movie thing. It comes from real life structure of fighting styles.
Like stances. Like you learn, I mean, I remember when I was younger, I did like Taekwondo or I didn't do karate. I think it was Taekwondo, but you learn all the different stances. And it's like they all have different names. But yeah.
Heck, Jackie Chan did a whole one where he was in drunken form. He could only fight when he got drunk. So the whole time, by the way, such an amazing actor. Yeah. I mean, but he had to do that form. He had one movie, I think it's called Drunken Master. Yeah. And he's not drunk and he's trying to fight someone. So he's sitting there trying to drink something. Imagine he's got like a flask like this essentially. And he's just sitting there trying to drink out of it. And they're doing this like the whole choreography and stuff. And he's trying to drink and they keep trying to knock it out of his mouth so he can't get drunk because he's going to get more able the more drunk he gets. Anyway, really fascinating stuff.
That's how I feel about social situations.
Like you're just trying to get more drinking.
Yeah, I need to talk to people, like lots of people. I should probably have alcohol, otherwise it's not gonna happen.
Here comes my super strength.
Exactly. Words are a lot easier for me when I'm drunk.
I was wrong. Pythos corrected me on something I said earlier. Sorry, Pythos. Soulcasters. I was wrong about soulcasters. They don't use capture
lied.
Oh.
Wrong about what?
They don't use capture sprint.
Oh,
geez, I'm looking at these comments are hilarious. I wasn't paying attention to these comments. Yes, the last fight. Okay, Pythos has got me. The final fight, Legend of Drunken Master. He's seeing it. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, it is phenomenal cinema. Jackie Chan, a legend amongst legends.
I mean, I still Rumble the Bronx. Is it actually Jackie Chan or whatever? Yeah.
All you have to do, and I'm not telling anybody you have to go watch all these movies in their entirety, but you can literally just go pull YouTube videos of his like greatest action scenes.
For sure.
And all the things I'm talking about will show up in like a 15-minute or less clip. And it will just show you all these amazing things he's done.
Yeah.
And that fighting scene always going to show up in whatever you pull up. So, yeah.
But Eshonai goes to visit her mom. And sees her, and she's chosen doll form, like most of the Parshmen, and she's just like, why is she choosing that? Like she's having this like internal dialogue, and then you got to meet her mom, and she's suffering what looks like dementia, I guess.
It's Alzheimer's essentially.
Yeah. And at first, she doesn't even recognize Eshonai and thinks it's Finley, like, and starts talking about how crappy her other daughter is, like to her, like talking crap about her. Thinking it's
and it's kind of how it works too. So it's unfortunate to hear it because I've met people who do that, and it's heartbreaking.
Right. Yeah. Yep. But she's there trying to get the history. You know, the Parshendi history. And that's kind of, you know, they have some back and forth a little bit, but that's the main reason why she's there. And after some back and forth, her mother finally sings the song about the last legion.
Of course, they already kind of speak in sing-songy tones as it is. So I was like,
yeah,
it's not really a huge departure from how they regularly talk anyway. But I did find the song interesting though, and then she starts singing along with her.
Yeah. Yep. So basically,
and they were singing about why they moved away from the dark place. Is that what the song? I can't remember.
Yeah, why they moved away from the dark. I can't remember what it's called, the dark place or something like that. But it was like basically they used to be a warrior people, but they rejected their old gods and they gave up advanced knowledge and thought and those forms in exchange for freedom. But left them with basically only dull form and mate form. So at first, it's the only two forms they had, and they've rediscovered some of these like warrior form and things like that over time. But basically, they gave up all their knowledge in order to have freedom from the gods. But they used to be like a warrior people. Yeah, and the Last Legion had composed songs as a way to remember many of the old forms in hopes that one day to be rediscovered. And they've been passed down generation to generation. But yeah. So, any thoughts from this whole interaction?
It's heartbreaking, of course, when you see like, you know, somebody that is like an elder, you know, even, you know, in real life, you know, as an example, you know, and they're like, she was talking about how smart and her memory and all things she was known for, and then to see that she's a shell of herself, unfortunately, that's just always heartbreaking to see. That just kind of that hurt a little bit because, you know, I've had some personal experiences with that.
Same. My grandmother had Alzheimer's before she passed. I mean, it's the long goodbye, but you know, they call it the long goodbye because you say goodbye to them years before they actually die. Because I mean, they don't know you anymore by the time.
Yep. I've got family members now, and you know,
same here.
And it's just you can just see the slow decline. Fortunately, it hurts to see it.
Yeah, we had to stop visiting at some point because it would stress her out too much because she didn't know why stranger, like it would just we weren't
because it's like this abrupt situation where it's like, oh, these people are coming and visiting me, and they're like, I don't trust you, I don't know you,
who you are, why you're here.
You're like, just stressing them out.
You're stressing them out at that point, so you just stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Their anxiety levels are like through the roof, right?
Yeah.
Bless you.
So.
Bless you.
Yeah.
All these allergies are kicking my butt.
Yeah, you were right. You said it before we got on the podcast that you were suffering from them, and I can see like your face has been like red for a lot of it too. So I can tell you must be like suffering, lady. I'm so sorry.
She's muscling through.
I am muscling through.
Know,
We're almost done.
Know. She's a true a champion trooper.
Well, we'll get to the last scene. So Eshonai leaves her mother's house, goes back to the meeting of 5, and she's like, all right, fine. We'll do it, but I'm going to do it. I'll take the storm farm first. And they're like, and Finley's like, I discovered it. And it's like, no, your mind's too smart. We can't lose you. I'm the sacrificial lamb.
So at first I was like, is she doing that because she's the shard bearer? But then she says, you know, they like get into a debate about the blade. And then she's like, no, I will go ahead and temporarily turn over my blade to food.
Food.
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Okay, my camera needs to stop doing whatever it's doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is doing something else.
It's just
I didn't notice it.
Ooh.
I didn't know it was zooming. I just kept seeing your hand move, but I didn't realize
No,
just like
zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out.
really. Yeah, look at this. This is that new Flexovision.
There you go, Alan. Thank you. Solidarity.
I did manually go and grab the camera.
I've gotten into watching a lot of like classic movies on TCM, Turner Classic Movies, and I love the different like styles of like cinematography and stuff. In the 60s, they used to do that zooming stuff all the time. So I feel like Tree, you're in 60s vibe right now.
Yeah.
It's just like zoom in and then zoom out.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Yeah, that was a thing they did a lot then for some reason.
I also
Yeah.
feel like
For
in the
emphasis.
60s, 70s, like all filming was done like this close to the people's faces. Right? Like everything was like super hyper zoomed in. It's like, why are you doing that?
Oh,
Anyway, what were we
man.
talking about? Sorry.
We were talking about Kung Fu.
Well,
We
after
were talking about
that,
Turner Classic Movies.
we were talking about something after that.
Yeah,
Oh, we were talking about Ash and I's mom.
Uh,
talking about Noir. Man, I just watched the Maltese Falcon the other day. That movie, crazy story. Every time I watch it, I'm like, I forget how crazy the storyline is in this thing. So, and then of course Chinatown, also Noir, any of those things. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yep.
right.
But yeah, gets back, offers herself as tribute, volunteers as tribute, and they argue a little bit, and then they're like, okay, yep, you get to try it first, and that's how we end it.
Yay.
Yay.
So,
I've found my laugh track.
Okay.
The random clapping.
No, random sound effects. You haven't been doing sound effects. I don't think you've ever done sound effects without video clips ever.
Yeah, I usually
And our
don't.
126 episodes of recording.
I just realized
of this
I
podcast.
like we could have been doing like for the Kung Fu, like
Alan, man, 126 episodes. You're just now remembering you have the ability to do like sound bites. Come on, man.
Yes, I just remembered.
I can't hear them.
This is the power of whiskey.
Woo.
The power. The more you know.
You can't hear them?
No, I can never hear them.
Oh, that's right. You can.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
So,
That's a shame.
what did that last one sound like?
It was a gong.
It's a gong.
Oh.
It's like a gong, and it just like reverberates for like forever.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I did a clapping one.
No, I didn't hear that either.
And he did applause. Yep.
Yeah. I got
Sounds like
boo. I got a boo,
studio audience.
applause, a laugh track. I got a punch, a train whistle, and police siren.
Mm.
And I got a drum beat.
Punch. You had the punch sound effect, and you didn't use that at all in the Miss Bourne book that we read. That thing should have come up like 47 times. Ooh, ooh, punch, ooh, hit him.
Yeah.
Hurt him, knock him down.
I for punching, I just use these slaps. I just got this one.
Oh. No, you gotta have the Dave Chappelle doing Rick James with the 5 fingers say to the face. Slap. Yeah.
Those are the Key and Peele one. Front hand, back hand. Front hand, back hand.
Oh man. No, if you do Key and Peele, you gotta do the AA Ron.
Hey, Ron, I got Key Peele ones. But anyway, yeah. So that's how we finish this episode. So any other final thoughts before we move to favorite character?
What was I gonna take away from this one? I don't know. Foot fetish, do it. I'm not gonna shame your kink. That's all I'm gonna say.
A
All right. Favorite character?
lot of world building.
Favorite character?
I would only say world building if it comes back and actually impacts the rest of the world. If it is self-contained, I feel like there's a lot of waste. However, the Parshendi 2 interludes, the first and the fourth, crazy informational there. But the other parts, I was like,
That counts as world building,
We'll see.
Alondo.
Oh, they count, yes. But I'm gonna go with my feeling that 50% success.
Also, we have a character from another interlude that crisscross over into this one, which I say connects all the story.
All right.
Ooh.
I mean, because even with Zeph, yeah, is that Zeph? Is that this? No, that's not the assassin.
No, it was Axes. So
Axes.
the guy with the tattoos with like the information on the spread all over.
No, the assassin that killed Yum Tarantentos.
No.
That's
Who I thought was what's the assassin? The assassin in white.
That is the assassin in white.
Yeah, that's Seth, but
That's
this guy
Zeph,
wasn't
right?
Seth. This
So
was
I
something
kept
else.
thinking it was Zeph. I was like, oh, because remember he's now been like retained to do like killings of other.
Yeah, it's not Zeth. Zeth's not, because these guys described as dark skin with a scar. That's
Yeah,
not,
but then it was like the description didn't quite match up. But
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I guess something's gonna come out of this. We'll see what happens. But
yeah. So
yeah, other than that, I don't know.
okay.
All right.
So favorite character.
Favorite character.
I don't remember who went first last time. Tree, did you go first? Did I go first?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with house size turtle eyes.
So who you're picking the turtle?
House size turtle eyes. I'm going with turtle.
Oh, I was gonna pick the turtle.
I knew you were. That's the reason why I had to go first.
I was like, "There's no way he's gonna pick the giant turtle."
You damn straight I'm gonna pick a turtle. Come on. Now.
Okay, then I will pick Risen then.
What's that?
I'm gonna pick Risen because
Risen.
yeah, she was
Because
bold
Easter.
and brave, and it's Easter, and I feel bad because her legs are broken. So yeah, and she got a pet dragon crab now.
Every time I thought about her legs being broken, I don't know. Do you guys remember the movie Sleepless in Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, and there's a scene where she talks about the plot to the movie that Sleepless in Seattle is referencing. And she talks about her little legs broken and under the little blanket. And she's like sitting there sniveling and stuff about it. Every time they said something about her legs being broken in this, all I could think of was that scene where Rita, not her name's not Rita Moreno. It's Tom Hanks' wife, Rita. I forgot her last name.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Anyway, she says that she's like little shriveled legs. And I was like, oh man, that's what happened to Risen in this. Little shriveled legs.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna pick I Like Turtles. I was trying to find the clip for that. I like turtles.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna call him Yertle.
Turtles.
Yertle the turtle. That was.
But because you picked that, I'll pick Crab Dragons.
Crab dragon.
Dragons. It now must always be accompanied by Tree doing the crab dance. I don't know how you did that, Tree, but it was like the first time you did it, you literally you were sliding across perfectly.
I like turtles.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to look at that on YouTube and see if I can get the clip of that.
No,
you slid perfectly. You were you slid perfectly across in parallel, and I was like, oh shoot.
I don't know. It was magic, I guess. It was just in the
Well,
moment.
luckily we got it for all posterity.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this is recorded forever.
It's recorded. That's right.
Forever and ever and
Damn
ever.
it.
Forever and ever.
All right. So next time on the Cosme Reads, we'll be doing 4 chapters. 13, 14, and 15. Which those chapter titles.
Wait. Try that again, Alan. You said 4 chapters, and you said 13, 14,
15, and 16.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by whiskey.
Brought to you by whiskey.
Four chapters
tonight. 4 chapters. I can't count, apparently.
That's right.
So 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right.
Okay.
So I'll do the chapter names. So the day's masterpiece, Iron Stance. That's
Hey, we were just talking about stances and stuff earlier, so this works so well. Iron Stance.
Yeah, and then A Hand with the Tower and Swordmaster.
Cool.
I don't know. A lot of these chapters sound like they should be from a whole different book series that I'm not going to name right now.
Oh no, I'm excited
We'll
about Swordmaster. See if Alana figures it out.
Oh, who's the sword master?
I have a hunch.
Do
you know who it is?
It's the mouth. It's the mouse from
don't-
Tress in the Emerald City.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna guess it was like Adolin because he was talking about they're talking about him sparring again.
Oh yeah, good point.
So that's my guess.
Okay.
Have we gotten to the point where we know who the two characters are in your background? By the way.
In my background?
Yep.
Well, we know one of them.
This one or this
One of them is got to be Kaladin.
This one right here. With
Yeah, the
spear.
other one.
So I'm gonna put the sword master as you're doing the right.
The other one, what color is he wearing?
I can't tell. It looks
You
like
can't
yellow,
tell
but
from here.
it's like glowy also from this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what is he standing on? The dude on your right hand side. He's like standing. Is it bones? Is
Bunch
it
of bones.
is it look at the bones or is
It
it like
kind of
something
looks like
else?
a pile of bones.
Some pile of bones. I think it's isn't that all white? Isn't that the assassin white? I don't know.
On your right?
This is Kaladin.
No, you're
That's-
right. You're right. Who's that?
That's a very bad finger placement.
Yeah, pick
I
its
don't know who
nose.
that is.
There you go. Get a booger.
Yeah, it's a good question.
If you're telling me to shut the front door, I don't understand.
Wait, what? Oh, are you giving away secrets, Tree?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble, Tree?
I got in
Uh-oh.
trouble. I don't know why.
It's
Oh, no.
oh, thank you, Pythos. Hey, no spoilers.
Oh yeah, Bob's accounting.
Is it the
Awesome.
same Bob from accounting that was in Deadpool? That guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I spoiled anything, but if I did, whoopsie doodle.
Uh-oh. Well, luckily, Alana didn't catch it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I read this 5 years ago and have had a lot of life happen since then, so I don't really remember this book all that well. So
Oh, life
if
was
I
life.
say something,
Mhm.
whoops.
Tree, were you
No,
hiding
but-
anything in your safe hand this time, by the way? I forgot to ask that.
No, I'm not wearing my sneaky safe hand this time.
Yeah, not sneaky safe
Okay.
hand. Okay, so you're not
No.
hiding.
Nothing
Okay.
in there.
Not this time.
All
Got
right.
it.
Well, how we can be found is at thecosmoreads.com. It's a website where you can find links to things like merchandise and Patreon. You can find our podcast. Patreon can help so we can buy more Benadryl for Tree. So
Yes.
please do that. We'll send her
Exactly.
lots and lots of good meds. And yeah, so think about signing up for that. Help support us. And otherwise, like, subscribe, and that's all I got for this week. So
Bingo.
see you guys, I guess, next week.
Bye.
We're on next week, right? Next week. Yeah.
Wait, when are you guys traveling?
2 weeks. Which Allen.
2 weeks. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Next week we're good. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That wraps up today's chapter discussion on the Cosmere Reads. If you liked what you heard, follow the podcast and share with your fellow world hopper. It really helps the show to grow. And if you think we missed something, we probably did. Join the discussion and let us know your theory. Until next time, keep your spheres charged, your metal files stocked, and remember, there's always another secret.